Damn, boys, just recorded another video and looking good. Got a new camera and recording stuff, so hopefully it looks a lot better. Still got to get the sound down, so I'm getting on that, but you know it's coming, boys. On the topic of today's video, you've seen the title, Tall Poppy Syndrome. Now, this is especially kind of relevant in the UK. I've grown up here, I've been to school here, worked here, etc, etc. And I never really knew how to call this feeling that I've always had, that sort of other people, it's, you know, the feeling that you've got friends, right? And as soon as you get a little bit of success or something goes great in your life, you can almost feel something's off, like they're a little bit jealous, or maybe not even jealous, that is the lack of happiness. Like, people won't be happy for you for your success, they won't be mean to you necessarily, but they're just kind of slowly drift away from your life, like they don't want to be with you or something like that. Now, I only just recently found out that this is something called Tall Poppy Syndrome. Now, the actual textbook definition of this, I have it right here, is a perceived tendency to discredit or discourage those who have achieved notable wealth or prominence in their public life. Now, it doesn't have to be notable, it just has to be, in my opinion, slightly above what they have. For example, if you're working a job, you know, you're 16 years old, right? So you and your boys are still in school. You and boys are just going to school and somebody's got a part-time job, right? So back when I worked here, the minimum wage was like £4 and 5 pence per hour, which is, I don't know if you get like $6 per hour or something like that. And if somebody had a job for like £6 per hour, £7 per hour at that time, people would instantly get jealous, like really, really jealous. And people would come up with things like, if we would talk about, oh, let's go to the cinema, boys, they'd be like, oh, it's easy for you to say, you get £6 per hour, mate. Oh, fucking dickhead, you get this and that. Easy for you to say. And it's something like, you're the villain for having a slightly better life than those guys. Now, you may be working a harder job, you may be putting in more hours to make the money, but people will just inherently not like you. Now, I've never come to the bottom of this, or I haven't really figured it out yet, but I do believe that it's a lot to do with the fact that the UK as a culture sort of nobody really pushes you to achieve anything here. From school never tells you that anything is possible, right? I mean, you've ever heard that? Like the sort of American versus UK way. In America, sort of, you get told, or I perceive this because my friends from America told me this, I've seen videos and stuff, is you can be anything you want. You can be a police officer, you can be a race car driver, you can be a firefighter, a teacher, astronaut, you can be a CEO of a business, you can be an IT, you can be a doctor, whatever. Just put your head to it and you'll be it. It's a land of opportunity, right? In the UK, at least in the schools that I went to and the education system that I experienced at the time, there was nothing like this. There was sort of a, oh, you're good at science, maybe go into chemistry and you can be a lab technician and earn 25k a year and be happy and probably need benefits to start a family, because 25k a year is pretty much nothing after tax. That's kind of been drilled into our heads from childhood. Like in primary school, which would be like, I guess, elementary for you guys, it's a little bit different. Like there is a lot of, oh, you can be what you want to be. What do you want to be? Do you like astronauts? Yeah, you like space, you like dinosaurs, but you know, it's all wishy-washy kind of stuff. And obviously it's to aid kids' development stuff. I understand why primary school isn't so serious about things. But in academy, which is our version of high school, I do not recall a single time that the career advisor that we had is like a out of school sort of specialist that's meant to help you choose what career you have and subjects and stuff. The career advisor has never really pushed me. They've never asked me what my aspirations were. Nobody ever in school has mentioned that there's something possible such as running a business. Never. Not once. Not even in business class. We were not taught that you can make your own money. There's nothing like this. There's no pushing you forward to go. There's just, oh, once you leave school and get your job. Once you leave school and get into uni in order to get your job. Once you leave school and you seek employment. Like we were taught how to write CVs, how to do this, how to basically say, yes, daddy, please give me a job, to some random guy you don't know. Nobody ever said, oh, there's something such as entrepreneurship. Only when I went to uni, I voluntarily took an extra class, which I might add my advisor of studies in uni said against. They weren't on board with this because it exceeded my credits that year. As in, they basically said to me, oh, you came to us with certain grades from academy, so you probably won't manage this. basically they were trying to tell me I'm too stupid to take it. But in a pretty strong worded email, the guy said, are you sure you want to take this? Because I don't think you should. And I took this extra module, this business module. It was called New Venture Planning. And it was all about entrepreneurship. It was all about business. It was all about making your own money. It was all about returns and gross and clean income and taxes and accounting and everything. And it was just a little bit of introduction to running your own business and pitching ideas and things like that. A little bit like Dragon's Den even. They had some guys from industry come in. It was pretty good. But do you see what I'm saying? I had to choose this module. I had to find this class in a uni because, I study aeromechanical engineering. Okay, I'm not trying to flex on you guys or anything, but so I study engineering. It's quite a closed subject, as if anybody that studies engineering knows. STEM subjects are all pretty similar. So nobody in the faculty kind of said, oh, you should do that, or it was really not very well advertised. But I did just find it. And what I'm saying is you have to chase these things down, chase this knowledge down, find it. You can pick up a business book and read it and it's going to tell you. In the systems we have right now, at least nobody pushes you as a child to go further. Nobody kind of wants you to go further. Even teachers. I kind of saw this because when I was 17, I was still in academy. And the day I turned 17, I was already doing driving lessons. In fact, I already bought my first car when I was 16. Because I was doing a little bit of work, I was doing a little bit of, side hustles on the side, I guess. So I managed to afford my first car outright, just cash. It was a little, shitty Renault. It was a little Renault French car, beautiful diesel, sounding like a tractor. But still, I had it instantly. And I remember speaking to my teachers about it, my guidance teacher, and I said, oh, I bought my car outright, because they were asking, we were speaking about financing or something like that. They were like, oh, you should finance your car because it's great and student loan and everything. I said, I bought my car outright. I just saw the look in this woman's face change, and the whole tone of the conversation just went somewhere else. There was no praise or whatever for, oh, that's great, you're still in school and you're managing to do all this stuff and whatever. There was nothing. It was kind of more, the only thing I've ever really got is, you should stop doing these things on the side, focus on your studies, go to uni, finish uni, and then, focus on getting a job, focus on your career. Stop doing this stuff on the side. What the fuck? Even when I speak to my friends, close friends, far friends, there's some people that just react different to others. Now, I'm sure you have a friend like this that if you tell them something that went right in your life, nice, you achieved something, or I don't know, you lifted a new PR at the gym, or you won an award or something, or your business is taking off or whatever, you made your first sale on eBay, or just something small but cool and you feel good about yourself, they just won't care. They just say, okay, and change subject. Right? That's most people. But you'll feel with some people that the more you tell them about your success, the more they drift away from you. Now, that's what this video is about. You just have to deal with that, really. You have to choose the people that you hang around with, because there are people that will put you down. There are people that will just be neutral and say nothing, really. But there are a few select people that you really should chase in your life and be friends with and keep around as long as possible. These are people that are happy for you. Now, obviously, your parents, your girlfriend, whatever, they'll be happy for you. But there's people that you'll meet, associates, friends, whatever, that will just be happy for you. Show physical happiness. They'll laugh. They'll tap you up, bro fist, whatever. Even hug you. They'll be like, well done, man. That's nice. That's good. Awesome. They'll be like, they'll just encourage you. They'll be like, how did you get into this? They'll ask you questions. They'll be like, how do you do that, man? That's awesome. I'd like to do it. We should do something together. We should figure something out. Maybe start a business. There are people out there like that. And you really gotta chase those people down. Because those are the guys that are gonna be above everyone else. They may not be much now, but people that have that positive mindset are gonna beat everybody else, right? That's just it. People that are constantly jealous and living in the shadows of others are gonna get nowhere. Unless they really try. These guys, they're negative from the beginning, and they're gonna get fucking nowhere. That's it. Now, I know this is a self-improvement channel. I'm meant to speak really positively, but I bet you know some people like this, and it's just kind of down, 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 down. And unfortunately, sometimes you have to cut these people off because they'll just drag you down with them. I'm speaking from past experience. I'm speaking from friends' experience. I've seen it happen 1,000 times that somebody's, making a little bit of progress and they get with the wrong girl, for example. Then they just start overeating. They spend all the money on this girl. They have a blurry vision. They're like, how horses have the little blinds on the side of their eyes. And suddenly they had some goals. They were working a business or whatever, or going to a gym. they had some goals, and then this girl goes into their life. I'm not necessarily saying this girl's a bad person, right? But they're just the wrong person, wrong time for that guy. And that if that guy can't handle it, he's gonna be like that racing horse with those little blinds. He's just gonna look straight ahead into the one for which is girl. Oh my god, I have to impress this girl, I have to spend money on her. Oh, maybe we'll get married, maybe we'll have kids, I have to think about getting a house with this girl. And suddenly everything else doesn't matter. He forgets about everything, about the gym, about making money, about he just gets fat, he gets into debt, he's fucking getting into debt to buy things for his girl because she starts not getting interested in him anymore. Because the initial attraction that happened was because that guy was like on self-improvement, because that guy was making his own money, because he was making gains at the gym, because he had somewhere to go. He was just a positive guy. He had somewhere to go. He had great friends, good sense of humor, whatever. And then as soon as he forgets his initial goals and just zones in on one thing that's wrong, for example, which is, oh yeah, I just need to impress this girl, even if I haven't set up my own life yet, that's gonna fuck him up. Kind of the main thing I'm trying to get out of this video for you guys is a lot of people will seem neutral to you winning. A lot of people will be negative to you winning. A lot of people will even seem pretty like hateful and try to put you down. And you've got to remember that at the end of the day, you are winning. And that's why they hate you. Haters are always there. Haters are gonna hate you. And this won't change. This is just how the world works. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Ziz, the bodybuilder. You know, he's been all over TikTok recently, all over YouTube, all that kind of stuff. He's kind of had almost a rebirth. And everybody's listening to hardstyle, everybody's trying to be a shredded sick cunt or whatever while it's working out. But he really did have past the character and everything. Like, he had a super important message to say, and I totally agree with this. Just fuck the haters. Like, one of his quotes is literally like, it ends with fuck what everybody else thinks. And it is so true. There are people that will have constructive criticism, and yeah, you should care about that. But 80% of people, you shouldn't give a fuck about what they think, because they don't know what's right for you. They're jealous, they're haters, whatever. You know these people. It takes 30 seconds to tell if somebody's positive or negative towards you. And if somebody's negative, fuck them. That's it. You're your own man. Go your own way. Forge your own path. You know what I mean? You don't have to drag these people with you. You don't have to be dragged down by them, nor do you have to help them out because they're worse than you and they choose to be there. You know, it's great to be a leader and help people out that are lower than you, that are willing to improve. But people that want to stay there, fuck them. They can stay there. They can find their own way later if they choose to do so. But you're making these big steps. You're making these changes that seem not normal to people, and that's okay. You don't have to be normal. You want to be better. You don't have to stop at normal. Don't let normal slow you down, because today's normal is fat, depressed, sitting at home watching Netflix all day. Don't let the word normal slow you down. Chances are, if you've watched this far into the video, you can really relate to what I'm saying here, and all your life you've probably experienced this kind of weird feeling that people sort of don't like your success. And I'm here to just say, it's normal. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen today, tomorrow, 10 years from now. People that aren't happy with their life are just not necessarily gonna applaud you about yours, and that's normal. You just have to learn to live with that and keep going. Because if you've had this all your life, you've had people hating on you, you've had people telling you you're not gonna make it, that this stuff is stupid that you're doing, self-improvement doesn't work, like I said before, fuck them. Just keep on going your own way, and that's the best advice I can give you. Just keep forging your own path, because if you're doing this, honestly, the more haters you have, the more successful you are, usually. So if these people keep speaking, just silence them. It's all noise, man. It's all noise. We're all gonna make it, bros.